morning, everyone. Hey, good morning, good morning. Welcome all you new folks and welcome back to Loving It on Keto. How is everybody today? It's absolutely beautiful here in Phoenix, Arizona. It's gonna get about 70 degrees today. No wind. I feel like the weather girl. By the way, true fact, Wendy Warren, which is my maiden name, was a weather girl that my mom used to listen to. She had a little radio on the kitchen counter when she was in the kitchen. And guess what she named me? Wendy Warren. So maybe the weather comes naturally for me, Harry.
Yeah, there you go.
I just thought of that. But I want to know, hey, you guys, what is it? What is the temperature today where you live? Tell me where you live and what the temperature is today. Anyway, everybody, how are you guys doing on the February Spring Into Weight Loss BBBE Challenge? Today is a regular BBBE day. You can add ketochow if you like and take a walk. Now, most of you guys know I've been working from home. If you guys are long-term viewers, if you're brand new, I've been working from home office this week. We are getting over the zombie apocalypse lockdown virus, or the C, and I am having respiratory deficiency is what the doctor has termed it. I went and got chest x-rayed and some other tests done to see if it was going into pneumonia, because I've been having some challenges still with breathing and feeling tightness and stuff in my throat and chest area. Now, at my company, the building is a I don't know, landmark building. I don't know what you call it when they grandfather in new rules and regulations. It was built prior to having to have elevators, and it is a tri-level. So it's a 3-story building. It's built on a hill, and I have to go up and down stairs. I have to go down a flight of stairs to go into the kitchen, up 2 flights of stairs to get to accounting, and all over the place. And our company still requires face masks, and I was having a hard time breathing last week working. So I talked with my doctor, talked with my boss, and I am home this week so that I don't have to go up and down stairs and I don't have to wear a face mask. I can stay in my office and not wear one, but the minute I leave my office door and go out into a public area, face masks are required. So this has really, really helped me a lot. It really has. And we're getting better little bit by little bit, feeling better little bit by little bit. What are you doing, Harry?
Look at your shoes.
Oh, he's doing this. And you know what? When you move your head, I kind of go where you look. I look where you look. Anyway, you guys, some things that I am noticing on the BBBE and E diet is, and I don't know if it's Harry and I, and that we are getting over and healing our bodies, but I am hungry. Harry is hungry, and I am hungry more. And
I can't seem to break
hungry at night.
But we are following this thing as best we can. But
yes, we are. But I know you guys say eat more food, like in a meal, make my meal bigger. The challenge with that is, for those of you who are new, maybe you don't know, but I had a lap band for 14 and a half years. The lap band slipped and started eating a hole through right at the top of the stomach and esophagus area, my throat.
Which happens.
And I got horrible ulcers, and acid from my stomach was leaking and burning up into my larynx. So they had to remove it and repair that area. And it's hard for me to eat a lot of food at once. I did not have any surgical anything else done to my stomach. I didn't have a gastric sleeve or gastric bypass or any of those things. They removed the lap band, but I was eating 500 to 800 calories for 14 years and only lost 50 pounds. So I now I try to eat about 1,200 to 1,400 calories. The challenge is we were really, really sick here recently for a long period of time, over four weeks. And I started losing a little bit of hair and stuff. And I thought the Bbbe challenge would work really well because it's super intensive, high protein. And we are hungry. So I noticed I may have to eat more meals or split my meals out. Last night, for instance, I put my chicken thighs on my plate, but I only could eat 2 out of the 3. But then at 8 o'clock, I came back in and got my chicken thigh because I was starving, wasn't I, Harry?
Mm-hmm.
And I also found a bag of Mission pork rinds in my pantry when I was digging through the pantry. And so Harry and I had a serving of the Mission pork rinds. And every time we eat Mission pork rinds, I tend to gain water weight, and I think it's from the salt in the Mission pork rinds because they are salty. They're good. They're cooked in pork fat, lard, so they're good in that respect. But every time I eat pork rinds or something really, really salty, like the Spam we had yesterday, and we had pork rinds, that tends to make me gain weight. I think what I'm going to do this month is I'm going to make an extra effort to keep my proteins and my calorie levels more 1400, even if that means I don't lose weight, because my body is craving the food. And if you go to protein first, if you start craving sweets, if you start craving carbs, eat protein. Eat protein first. I'm telling you, and eat all the protein you want, because when you do, you really can't overeat it. I cannot. Let me put it this way, because I'm not a doctor. I cannot overeat protein in one meal. My body, my stomach, my throat doesn't allow me to. But when I ate that chicken breast and I had those pork rinds, that totally satiated me. But it was later at night. It was like between 8 and 8:30 that I had it. And I try to go to bed before 10 o'clock. Try to get ready at about 9:30. But anyway, I just wanted to share those things with everybody. Everything that we had to eat yesterday was perfectly keto. Harry and I had the same things. We had a total of 3 slices of Bbbe bread. We had 2 servings of the turkey Spam. Yes, I said turkey. Yes, I said Spam. Yes. We had 3 eggs. We had 2 teaspoons of butter. We had 12 ounces of the skinless, boneless chicken thighs. I had mine in 2 settings. Harry ate his all at once. We had 3 slices of the thick cut right bacon, which was absolutely delicious. And we both had a serving of pork rinds. Our carbs were 7 grams. Our fat were 73 grams. Our protein was awesome. It was 171 grams. Total calories were 1,395, which is awesome. That's low for Harry. That's great for me. Harry didn't want any protein other than the pork rinds. I had the rest of my dinner last night. Anyway, you guys, I went up 1 8/10. I went up. I'm not worried about it because I know what it's from. Harry stayed the same. And this month is more for Harry and I about getting our proteins high, really high, and not worrying so much about calories, because we need to heal our bodies still. And I need to replace the hair that I lost.
Yeah, no kidding.
And Harry lost, so that's what we are going to do. And I'm going to make a concerted effort. I usually leave food on my plate, and Harry's like, we're girls all trained to do that. What do you say all the time?
Went to girls' school. I
went to girls' school. I always have a little bit of food left on my plate no matter what. And so I guess I think that's because I retrained myself from the Clean Your Plate club that I grew up with. Clean your plate, eat everything on your plate, eat everything that's served to you. You can't have dessert until you clean your plate club. And I think when I got my lap band, I started leaving food. And so I think I'm in that habit.
No.
Yes.
I can remember you telling the girls when they were little, we'd all be sitting there at the table, a young lady should always leave a little bit on her plate when she's finished.
And
that is girls' school.
Well, I had a lap band then too. And that's what they taught me in lap band school. When you go to the classes and stuff to get your lap band. Anyway, protein first. Protein is a priority, and Harry and I are working on bringing up our protein above our lean body mass weight. My lean body mass weight is 120 pounds. Harry's is 133 pounds. For those of you who are brand new, your lean body mass weight is, if you take all the fat out of your body and you weigh the skin, the bones, the muscles, that is your lean body mass weight. Okay, not all the fat, but that basically is it. So how do you find that information, you say? Well, I so happen to have on our website, and you can go there in the description below, click on our website link. There is a lean body mass weight calculator there.
There's a video right below.
And there's a video right below it that tells you how to do it. You choose from gram weight or kilogram weight, imperial weight, metric. You can change that up and figure out what that is. Now, you should never eat less than your lean body mass weight amount per day.
In protein-wise.
Protein. 1 gram of protein per 1 pound lean body mass weight. 1 to 1. I always should have at least 120 grams of protein because my lean body mass weight is 120 grams. Harry should always have 133 grams.
And above.
And above. And he tends to eat what I eat. He tends to say, I'll have what you're having. And he needs to remind himself he needs to have more than that because he needs more protein than I do.
Well, you know, one thing else I'm finding out.
What?
Well, I'll bring it up over there at the board.
Okay, well, let's go do the board. What were you, one more thing you were going to say?
Well, actually two. Two things. Since I've had this leg problem, I don't walk.
Right.
Hardly at all.
And I haven't been either.
And
we're not moving.
I'm not moving, man. So I'm trying, like, maybe I gotta eat less. I don't know, man. I'm trying to figure it out because, you know, if you look here, basically, since we started this BBBE thing, I'm starting to come to the conclusion that for Wendy and I don't know if you guys also are finding it out, but we're basically maintaining the same weight all the way through this.
We're going up and down, up
and down, up and down. It's not
moving for us.
Yeah, it's not working for us, but maybe it's because I can't walk a whole lot, but Wendy's walking.
Well, I'm walking around the house.
You know, I'm kind of curious to know what you guys think. So I did a lot better on the
protein sparing
modified fast. But
keto days.
But I was moving more then too. So, but you're doing the same thing. When you get around quite good, you go up and downstairs and all.
Well, I was, and I
until
haven't
you got
been.
this.
I haven't been since January.
You haven't really been moving around much either.
And our bodies.
So I'm kind of having, I don't know, maybe I'm having second thoughts about this. You guys need to let us know how you're doing on it. You know, if it's really showing a difference for you, because right now I'm not seeing it. So, but that's why we do this, because it tells us what's going on and what's happening. But I've been taking meds too, but you know, I don't know, man. I'm kind of confused right now. So, anyways, that's where I'm at.
Well, you are. You're taking anti-inflammatories.
Yeah.
You're trying to stay away from the hardcore prescription,
right?
And you're doing over-the-counter.
I do not do well.
Well,
that kind of stuff at all.
So some of you have written us, and you guys are doing fabulous. Some of you, a friend of mine has lost 24 pounds since he has started doing this. Mm-hmm. And so some of you are doing wonderful on it. And I think that it's not one thing. It's not just one thing. I think Harry and I were sick with something that's very, 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 hits every single part of your body. I think that we are not moving because we are recuperating from that. I think that healing your body from the inside out is the first thing you need to do. And we were very, very sick. On top of that, you have your hip issue and you need to have that replaced. I'm having issues with breathing that keeps me from moving around. Usually I run around like a chicken with my head cut off.
do.
I'm all here, there, and everywhere, and Wendy's going. If I get at work and I get done, I get up and I move. And I have not been doing that. I have been going in the far infrared sauna here at the house every other day. I've been doing that like clockwork. I need to remember to really, really push the fluids after I do that, and it's helping me, but it's not the same as moving your body. So we have to start moving our body slower and easier and get moving. Yes, we do. So I think that there are a lot of things that are happening with us. Stress. I have a lot of things coming down in March and April with family members and surgeries and things that are happening that I'm trying to coordinate and do logistics on and that I'm concerned about. And so is Harry. So including Harry's hip. We said to the eye doctor, no, Harry can't have another eye surgery because he needs his hip done. So it's like we're putting that surgery off indefinitely until we get his hip taken care of and then get his hip therapy and all the things that need to be done. At the same time, my daughter, I'm not going to go into any of that, but she's having medical things that need to happen as well. And so my sister's flying in and she's visiting my mom, and I've got all these things that I'm doing, and I need to take care of Harry and I too. So we are going to stick to this calendar, the BBB&E calendar, but you may see me eating more calories, and that may give me a temporary stall because my body's not used to having those calories. When you finally get to your goal weight, you're going to have to reset your body and start feeding it a little bit more calories at a time, a couple hundred at a time, like over the space of several months, so that you can find out where your perfect set point is. And then you're going to fluctuate in and out between 10 pounds. And I wouldn't ever go above 10 pounds on that. But I need to refeed my body right now. My body is begging for fuel, and the first thing I'm going to reach for is protein. So I wanted to share that with everybody. So everybody, I've been very, very busy this morning, and Harry and I need to eat. So you guys come back in the next segment when I figure out how we're going to break our fast today on a BBBE diet. Okay, I've got the last 2 pieces of turkey Spam cooking for Harry. Yes, I do, in some bacon grease that we got yesterday when we made this delicious bacon. Yes, indeed. Frying up the Spam. I've got 4 eggs for me in here. And I put just a splash of water. And the reason for that is it helps fluff the eggs. It fluffs it better than cream or milk any day of the week. That's a secret a chef taught me. I'm not a chef, but that's what he said. Gotta turn all this stuff down. Careful, Harry, that's spitting. I'm gonna get his Spam out. Gonna get his eggs in. That's where I become the short order cook.
Yep.
Excuse me. Get my scrambled eggs done. So I'm eating an extra egg. Normally I only have 2 to 3 eggs. I have 4. I want to start the day off earlier with the heavier, more food, and end on a lighter note tonight. Okay. Those are my eggs. Oh yeah, that looks nice, huh?
Yeah, looks good.
Excuse me. And I think I am going to put on some Chef's Blend on my eggs, because man, it sure tastes delicious, doesn't it, Harry?
Yep.
Waiting for your eggs. Want some pepper too. And if you guys don't know me, Harry and his mustard, I have to have a little bit of ketchup. And this is the organic unsweetened primal ketchup.
Don't you be putting that on my eggs.
I'm putting it on mine. Okay, yours are done. Why is this so sticky? There we go. Spam and eggs. Well, I'm having a couple pieces of bacon with mine.
I noticed I was reading the comments today. I think quite a few people have never even tried Spam before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We like it. Anyway, you guys, this is our breakfast. Spam and eggs, scrambled eggs and bacon. Yes, indeed. You know what that means, you guys? Gotta eat now. Sally's late to the party. She almost didn't get any eggs. She came wandering in, didn't she, Harry?
Yeah. Slowly.
Just as we were grabbing our plates to go, she's like, well, what about me, Mom? There you go. Okay.
You can go back and go to
You're
sleep
going to go
now.
back to bed now, little pup. Okay, now we've got to eat now.
About time. I'm hungry.
It's what we do for our fur babies. Oh, now you're just gonna lay down and go sleep? Is that it?
You can go sleep right there, are you?
Yeah, is that it? Okay, well, have fun with that. We're gonna go eat now. Okay, I still have some new people asking me how I make the Bbbe bread, and I'm gonna make it the version 2 egg white protein powder. I will post this again. There's a way to make it with just the raw egg whites and then the egg white protein powder totally. So I'm gonna make this for all the new folks. Anyway, I have got 1.5 cups of water in my container, in my mixing bowl. I have added, and let me read my recipe, 1 teaspoon cream of tartar. This is cream of tartar. And then I am in this bowl right here, this little bowl. I'm putting my dry ingredients. This is gonna have my packet of beef base ketochow. You can use your bone broth powder that you have instead of the beef base ketochow. If you can't find ketochow, don't have ketochow, can't get it where you're at, you can use powdered beef bone broth or powdered chicken bone broth. Then I have 6 grams of egg yolk powder. If you cannot find egg yolk powder, you can substitute that with 1 or 2 yolks, which will be put in at the very, 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 very end. I also have 1 tablespoon or 6 grams of butter powder. If you cannot get or you do not want to use butter powder, you can use 1 tablespoon melted and cooled butter, and I would use unsalted butter for this. because the ketochow or your bone broth is going to have salt in it already. So I would not add additional salt. And then you would add the egg yolk and the butter at the very, very last. If you're using the powdered, you can put them all together in this little bowl.
Last of what?
Put it in at the very end, at the very last.
Okay.
I'll share as we go.
Okay. Yeah. Good idea.
You can't put it in until you've beaten everything in stiff. And I'm going to go through that as we go. So, now I've got 1.5 cups of water, a teaspoon of cream tartar in here, and you may or may not use a tablespoon of allulose. You do not have to use it. If you want to use it, you can put it in now or you can put it in later. It does not matter with the allulose only. So I'm putting in glad I checked this out, 120 grams into the water.
Of what?
Of the mixing bowl.
No, what do you put? Egg white. Okay.
Egg white protein powder. Ready to go? Okay, good. Scared me.
You're fine.
Now, we're going to beat this for 5 minutes, then we're going to add the dry ingredients. So let's get this set for 5 minutes. Let's get this up. Move, Harry, because this is going to get dusty. Guys, I want you to look at how creamy this is. Someone says hers never got more than how like you whip cream. Well, that's about right. Just stick your finger in it, and if it stays there, and see the little peak right there? If it stays like that, it's done.
Or you can take and hold the thing over your head.
Well, no, because then you have to beat it all off and everything else. Now, it's going to take you longer by hand. It's going to take you more like 10 minutes by hand. The lower gauge beater mixer you have, the longer it's going to take. This is the high motor powder. It beats faster. The faster it beats, the sooner it's going to have the peak. So I'm going to add some of my powder in. I'm just going to put my powder all around. Now, if you had raw egg yolks and raw melted cooled butter, you would wait and get your powdered stuff in. Your powdered fat, your powdered bone broth would go in here. Excuse me. And then after you beat it here and incorporated it on low, this is where you would add the egg yolk and the butter. Now, I like beating it for 10 seconds, the count of 10, just to make sure it's incorporated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You do not want to overbeat it, or you will have a big piece of styrofoam. Okay.
I'll have a what?
You will have a big piece of styrofoam if you overbeat it. If you overbeat any of the recipes with bread. I have to remember which pot I've got here. I cooked with Little Red yesterday or day before yesterday, and now I got this one. Now, you take this. Watch your ears. Hold your ears. I'm going to beat the pan. Now you want to get all the powder, anything that's left on the sides. Excuse me, Harry. You gotta work fast. And you can kind of see the color differential. Move, Harry, honey, I can't get to my batter. I know you want to get the shot. Harry's got his camera right in my way. And of course, he's right where my left hand is, too. Because the egg yolk starts to fall. So you want to get it beat. You want to make sure there's no white streaks where it's just plain egg. white without the added ingredients, or you'll have a streak in your bread that'll make kind of a thicker, more dense bread where that white streak is. Now you want to make sure you push your batter down gently. But see how creamy the batter is, you guys? It's not stiff, it's creamy, but the peak's stiff. If that makes sense. Look at that. See how nice that batter is?
To me, it's like almost like icing.
It's just beautiful. It's a different texture than if you were making meringue egg whites with raw eggs. This is a creamier, different consistency. It's softer than egg whites, if that makes sense to anybody. It's just a softer batter. There we go. It goes into a 325 preheated oven, 325 degrees Fahrenheit, preheated oven for 40 minutes. I put it on the middle rack because it is going to rise quite a bit in the oven, and I make it go for 40 minutes. And then I wash this all off right away, because if you don't, egg white sticks to everything. It turns to cement, doesn't it, Harry?
Yep.
It does. Anyway, you guys, that's how I make it. I will repost this version. There are two versions, one with raw egg whites and one with all egg white protein powder. I use version 2, the egg white protein powder version. Okay, guys, gotta clean up my mess now. Guys, I've got to get the bread out of the oven. And then somebody's calling me at corporate. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. It was the operator that was calling me, so. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? And I want to share. Harry put the little knob on my butter dish.
Yep.
We went to Hobby Lobby and got the little knob. Isn't it cute? Now I've got a nice little custom butter dish. Yes, indeed. I'll take my bread out. Got stuck in the corner.
Nice shot of Wendy's hand. That's all I can get.
Sorry, dear. Try not to tear your paper. You can reuse it if you don't tear it too badly. Just knock off the crumbs and put it back in the pan for batch bread number 2. Right?
Yep.
And there you have it. So please note, this bread recipe is super versatile. You can use ketochow, beef base. You can use bone broth powder. Instead of the butter powder, you can use real melted but then cooled butter, and you can use egg yolks instead of egg yolk powder.
I don't know what
you
I'm doing
guys.
with this camera.
That camera's going everywhere. Anyway, you guys, just take the breadcrumbs off. Ooh, there's a piece. So good. I just take my bread over to the sink right here, knock off the crumbs, And then just reuse the paper. Especially if you're going to do another batch of bread right away. That's all. There you go. Ready for bread loaf number 2. And this is just going to sit here and get nice and cooled off. And then we have fresh bread again. But isn't that lovely? I'm telling you, it really makes a nice loaf of bread, doesn't it, Harry?
Yep.
Smells so good too, you guys. Isn't that pretty? I think the powdered butter makes the crust look brown. Or it's something in the ketochow because it just really, because when I made it with the other bone broth and real butter and real raw egg yolks, it was just as pretty and just as brown, wasn't it?
Yep.
I think it's the butter. Anyway, you guys, it's a perfect loaf of bread. Near as can be, anyway. Soft and delicious.
Yeah, she can make them in her sleep now.
Okay, you guys, come back in the next segment. Harry and I are going to have the liverwurst sandwiches for a late lunch. It's 2:30 and we're having a late lunch. So I'm taking my bread. It won't fit in this way, but it will fit in this way. Yes, it will. I'm just going to put a little piece of paper here. Get my loaf started. Ooh, this bread feels nice. You get 16 slices, you guys. It's so nice. There we go. Got our loaf. Got our nice bread. Got my liverwurst here. Got mustard, because Harry and I like mustard, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
And fresh bread. Nice. And this liverwurst is boar's head, and it's really good liverwurst, isn't it, Harry?
Yeah, you get that at, wait, did you get this at,
Well, you can get it at any boar's head deli counter.
So you got this one over at Sprouts?
This one came from Bash's. Bash's has boar's head, see? Bash's. Excuse me. Now I gotta cut this. Cut myself a couple pieces. Oops. And the liverwurst is really healthy for you guys. And you know what? Give it a try, because if you don't like liver, liverwurst is really good.
I don't like liver. I hate liver.
Well, your mom
But I love
made you eat,
liverwurst.
but you love liverwurst because
Yeah.
it's just got a lot of flavor.
Well, it doesn't taste like liver to me.
No, it's got a lot of flavor. There you go. There's our liverwurst sandwiches, you guys. Yes, indeed. The BBBE sandwich champions on BBBE bread, mustard, and liverwurst. Okay, you guys, gotta eat now. It's meat time. Yes, it is. Now, Harry and I are still full from the liverwurst sandwiches, but I took this out. Free range, it's a D'Artagnan. Free range Australia lamb. I love lamb. Grilled
me too. I really like
lamb.
lamb.
We both love it. I took it out, so I am
This
going
is
to
really
cook
nice
it.
looking. Look at this.
This is really nice lamb. Oh man, these are beautiful. Oh, yeah. Beautiful, lean, gorgeous
Get the plastic out of the way.
Look
Get the
at
plastic
that.
out of the way.
I'm sorry. Get the plastic out of the way. Ooh. Now. I'm going to cook these.
Ooh, sun's right on your face right there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do I have a halo?
Wake up, Wendy. Time to wake up.
Anyway, you guys, what am I going to put on this? I'm going to use some organic garlic pepper by Redmond's.
Okay, wait.
I love garlic.
Yeah.
On
meat.
My meat. But something else I like on my meat. Especially lamb. I love Greek lamb. I've got some lemon juice.
Yep.
I'll put a little lemon juice on this. Just a little bit. I love the lemon juice. And then I like the Italian seasoning. I'm putting just some northern. I would usually put this in olive oil too, but we're not using plant-based olive oil right now. Northern Italian herbs. I got this off of Amazon. And it's so new, I haven't used it yet.
Oh, it's about time for me to put the squim back over the window.
Harry, I can't.
We need some help.
Oh, here, maybe I got this. Yeah, I can't get it open.
Where's your opener upper?
That's what I'm trying to find, my open
It's right
upper.
there.
It's right here.
This thing is great. If it fits, you know.
It's a gift. It was wonderful. Which way?
Come on,
Righty
muscles.
tighty, lefty loosey.
There you go. That's
there
the right
you
way.
go.
Wendy remembers.
It works.
Remember the rhyme.
Righty tighty, lefty loosey.
Yep.
Tell me that. Oh man.
That one too?
Yeah.
You want me to do that?
Nope. Don't look, Harry. Don't
Got
look.
a trusty knife. We don't usually allow Wendy to hold knives.
We don't. You guys.
Or use things that are made out of glass.
That's true. Or you. Hey, you've been dropsy lately too, buddy boy.
You dropped the last 3 things.
No.
Yeah. Yes,
No,
sir.
no,
Because-
sir.
Remember what happened in the other
Remember
room?
that thing right here that splattered everywhere called beef?
Yeah, but do you remember?
No. And I got chipped dishes.
And she even broke her cup.
Yeah, I did.
I win.
Okay, Mike, fine. You may have won the battle, but you may not have won the war.
Didn't work. I was not going to argue with you on this video, but it just couldn't. I just can't help it sometimes.
Come back to the lamb, Harry. Come back to the
Alright,
lamb.
yeah. Back to the lamb. Back to the lamb.
Back to the lamb. That gets the garlic. Oh man, this smells delicious, huh?
Blocking the light.
Hey, Mr. Cameraman, gotta get the garlic on here. Oh, okay. Harry, it's time. We need to start looking for another air fryer because look, it's
Okay.
It's
All right.
past its time.
We shall
so
look.
Let's take a look at what we can find.
But you know, that's really a good air fryer.
I
That
love
dude
this
has
fryer.
been.
But they don't make it any. I mean, they
I
make
know.
it different. They make the newer.
Yeah, they
version.
probably made it so it doesn't work as good.
No, it's just we just used it. I mean, we used it every single day in the summertime.
Yeah, I know. It's
practically.
still going and it's going strong.
I know, but the
all the
non-stick
non-stickum stuff is
just
gone.
gone, and it's not that it's scraped off. It's just
We wore.
it's just gone.
I think we wore
It disappeared.
Yeah.
So we're on the lookout for a new one. Yes, indeed, we are. Stay tuned for that. We'll share. We'll share. There, look.
Let's see.
I love my lamb, and that
yeah.
smells so good.
Yep.
Now I got to get all this other stuff out of the way.
Can't see. You're blocking it.
This got covered with powder this morning. Egg white protein powder from, let's do 7. Okay, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and close this out. I love my butter dish. Look at my butter dish. With its little red handle, Harry fixed for me.
Yeah,
thank you to the viewer who said you can get a little handle for it and put it on, because I did. Exactly what I did, you guys. Anyway, you guys, if we eat the lamb, we'll let you know. We'll let you know what we do eat. I've got some steak out that's got to defrost for tomorrow. What is tomorrow? Let's find out.
Oh, it's Thursday.
Let's find out.
Right? No, tomorrow's Friday.
Tomorrow is Friday.
Oh, for reals.
No. Okay. Tomorrow's an 18-hour fast or 6-hour eating window. It's a regular BBBE day, and you can have a keto chow if you like, and take a walk. And look at this delicious lamb. Look at that, you guys. Ooh. It is all lean and delicious. Yes.
You really gonna take a bite of that right now?
Okay, I won't. It's got to rest anyway for 5 minutes, you guys. Anyway, man, it smells good. What?
Battery.
Oh, anyway, you guys, just wanted to share. Yes, indeed. Man, that lamb's already smelling good. Yep. I love lamb. How many of you guys like lamb? Leave me a message below. Man, that's one thing about New Zealand and Australia. They've got some great lamb, but they can't get salmon. We got the salmon, they got the lamb. Anyway, you guys, please remember to like, subscribe, ring the little bell, give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you right here.
She knows.
Tomorrow. She just got up. She came running in. Okay, you want to say goodnight?
Say goodnight. Oh, okay.
Good night. Say goodnight. Ooh, you're choking.
Well, don't throw up.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
She says I got up too fast.
Did you say goodnight? Yeah, okay. She came running in here, man.